man, it's been such a long night. Tia just had quadruplets. And what are their names, Elliot?
This is Mia, Leah, Rio, and Leo.
Yeah, unfortunately, the baby daddy fled. I warned her about those Honda boys. Hey, what's up guys? Kenchi here. Welcome back to the channel. So excited about this video. But before we start, I just want to say thank you for all the new subscribers out there. I think I actually got at least 3 this week, so thank you guys. And one of them was nice enough to leave a comment and wish me a belated happy birthday, so thank you, Martin. I appreciate that, and good luck with your new Miata. Okay, so let's get started, and the brand I chose for the coilovers is... Oh wait, I forgot, Elliot, it's too heavy. I'll be right back. Oh. We ended up picking the Fortunato, and one of the reasons why I chose this brand is because my first choice, hey pup, so my first choice was the Tyne Flexies, and I was worried about it coming late because it was, the shipment delays because of the pandemic, so that's why I chose these. And also the reason why I chose these is that they offer the 5-year warranty. And also it was built to order, and they're located in Virginia, which is about like 4 hours from my house. So let's not waste any time and head to the garage. Okay guys, so everything is laid out. This is what it comes with, and you could tell my favorite piece that it comes with is come with the certificate, and yeah, so and it shows who built it. So Raymond Q, thank you for building this for me. And just a reminder, these are built to order, so you will have to wait for it. And what it comes with as well is these. This is the collar for the. I believe this is for the front. We'll see. And it comes with the wrenches. And what's nice about these wrenches is that in case you need extra torque, you can stick a tool to have extra torque. They always come with 2. Just a card to let you know if you want to tag them once you install it. And also what's nice is the sticker. We'll add that sticker to our cabinet. 2 Allen wrenches. One is to adjust the collar. And the reason why I bought these again is the height adjustment is adjustable on the collar. And also it has 24 preset settings. And it comes from the factory. It gives you instructions to set to number 5. Then you can play around with that, how hard or soft it is. So we're gonna start working on the car. I'll show you what you need to do. So before we start this, we actually have a special guest, since we need extra help with the muscles and stuff. So we have a Sota YouTube, and Sota is actually Taka's son. So you met Taka in the previous video I made. It was a Miata faster than a station wagon. So he owns a Protege 5, which eventually will be Sota's. So he's here to help with the video part of it, the editing, and also just the extra muscles because I've heard that it's a pain in the front end. So okay, so
let's get right to it.
Yep. Okay, so make sure you jack up the car. I'm not gonna show that because I've showed it in previous videos. Make sure you're using jack stands, and you'll need 12mm socket, you need a 17mm socket, and you need a 14mm. The 12mm are up top of the top hat. You'll see them here. It's hidden behind the wires, so that's the 12mm, and then on the bottom for the front, the 17 will be on the bottom of the strut. That's the 17s, and then the 12 you'll use it again for the end links, the sway bar end links, and it's similar to the front. Same thing up here. So this is the 17. You'll need the end links up here. And then what's harder about these is just to get to it, especially on the driver's side, because of the filler neck for the gas. So you have to go all the way back there, and then to loosen those. I don't know if you could get it, but yeah, it's hard to see, but it's back there. And then what I did ahead of time, I did it yesterday, is just I soaked all the bolts with liquid plumber or whatever, PB Blaster, whatever you want to use, WD-40. This car is not that rusty. It's like my minivan, that'll be hard, but this is not that rusty. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna start this. We'll probably switch to a time lapse so we don't bore you guys. So. Okay guys, so I forgot the 14mm is for the top, for the top bolts, and the 12 is for the end links, and then the 17 is for the main shock bottom. So I took off just the bottom bolt from the end links because, you know, we need this to be lower, but we don't need to take it fully off. So I already took all the bolts off. So right now we'll have to weigh this down, and then I'm gonna try to wiggle it out. Hopefully it'll come out. So Sota is gonna stand on the rotor, bring it down while I finagle it out. So, yeah, you gotta like both feet, right? You gotta be standing up.
Oh, I should have not gone on a diet.
More. 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 Okay, there.
Water.
Yeah. There.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, and what the scary part is that this was pretty easy. I think the front is a nightmare, but we do have a plan B for the front. And that's why we're doing the rear first, just because everybody always starts with the front. But it's so much faster than you waste time. So I feel like do the easy stuff first, the hard stuff later. So
Perfect.
Okay. And we're just gonna do the other side and that's it. Okay, so just remember the rear shots has the different, you'll see the difference. So, oh wait, these are the front, but these are the rear. You'll notice the difference. Because the rear needs more travel, so that's why try to look for one when you're buying suspension that has a recess, so it's increasing suspension travel even though you're lowering it, so you're not affecting the ride height. But see like the difference? So this is the rear, and you see how much it's tuned low. So now I'm just gonna adjust it slightly, like whatever it is, I'm gonna try to match and then just go lower than that, you know. And also what it says to adjust the preload. This is a 7-inch spring. It does give you instructions, and if you have a multi-link, which the Miata does, you want it to compress 6 7/8 inch, and then if you have a McPherson strut, 6 3/4 inch. But we have the double wishbone multi-link, so it's 6 7/8. And then so that's what you'll do. You'll just measure 6 7/8, tighten the preload, and that's it. That's for the preload. And then to adjust the height, we're doing the bottom collar. And then we'll readjust again once it's on the car. I just want to set it up just about, you know, where it should be. So, okay, so once we set that, the height up, we'll install it. So. Okay, guys, so I forgot that to actually install it, you do want to get it as low as possible. So I guess you can't really compare it to the stock shock. So you try to get it low as possible so we don't have to compress it. Look. Okay, so we got one side on. Make sure, like the collar, if you want to come on this side, like the locking collar for the top, make sure it's on this side so that you could access it. You know, you don't want it in the back. And I just chose to have the sticker, the Fortunato sticker showing too. So just take note of that, you know, because I don't think that there's a left or a right. So, and then I left everything loose until I got all bolts, the top and bottom in, and then I tightened them up. So I don't have a torque wrench. I am getting one soon, so I'll probably retorque, and either way, after a month of driving, I would still go back in, check all the bolts. They do loosen up. And then the instruction does state that you can put anti-seize on the collar, the spring collar thing, just so that it doesn't bind up, you know, later on in life. But so yeah, that's about it. Then we'll just put the tire back on, and we'll be done on this side. I'm not gonna show both sides. It's just a waste of time. We're just gonna do that on our own, and then we'll move to the front. Okay guys, so both sides are in. This side is definitely kind of a hassle just because the top part, it's really hard to just to get enough leverage. So I did have to take the upper hose off, if you want to see. That's just for the upper, the filler neck hose. I just had to remove that just to get access to it. I've seen some installed, they haven't taken it off, so I'm surprised they could. So I had to remove it just to get more room. Pretty much got all cut up too. So okay, now we're gonna head to the front. guys, so we got all the bolts off, the top hats, the bottom. Now is the hard part. I'm hoping I don't have to take that long control arm bolt off.
No? Should I start jumping on it?
It's off the top. It's just not.
There you go. Oh, buddy, you're heavy.
I don't know.
Oh, oh man.
Yeah, you put both feet. Why can't you put both feet? Okay, guys. So we did take the upper control arm bolt off. It wasn't as hard as I thought, but you do need to take the mount for the sway bar. So the two bolts that's holding the sway bar, because one of it is actually, because there's a channel where this bolt is coming through, and it actually hits the bolt that's holding the sway bar end links, like the mount. So you have to remove those two bolts, and then you could slide it out. I wish I had a power tool. Like if you guys have power tool, it's easier to zip it out. I had to do this manually while we're like pushing it out, you know. But it came out, and it's pretty much, why wrestle, man? Like unless your car is really rusty, take that bolt off. It's really no need. I know Rice from Miata actually cut he cut the springs, and that's how he got it out. But we don't have an angle grinder, so. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're gonna put the new one on now.
So while Kenny's working on the car over there, we've gotten all 4 of these coilovers finally installed. So now we got them installed, you can't just leave it like that. You have to adjust their heights. So to adjust their heights, first off, you have to take off this jam nut right on the bottom here, and you turn that counterclockwise. After loosening that, this whole entire spring assembly should twist. So currently we're doing that over there. Kenny's over here currently.
Yeah, what I'm doing here, I'm just loosening it. I just wanted to adjust the preload. Remember what I told before, it should be about 6 7/8. Right now it's at 7, so it's very slight, so it's not much with the preload. So I'm just loosening. This is what you're gonna lock later to adjust the height. But right now I'm loosening it so that I could adjust the preload. Hey, what's up guys? So not sure if you noticed, but we are wearing different clothes. It took longer than expected. I think we approximately 8 hours it took us yesterday just to put everything on. And then once we put it on take it off the jacks, it was all crooked. The front.
Yeah. The front was about 1 inch lower, so the whole car was just...
Yeah, the
rear
side
was actually balanced.
Yeah, the rear was the same height on both sides, but it was 1.5 inches way too high. So what I did this morning, I lowered the back, so it's about 8.5 inch from the top spring perch to the locking collar, and then the front I did 11 inch from the top spring perch to the locking collar. But now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to lower the front about 0.5 inch more. It seems like it's sitting kind of back. I love the way the back is sitting, but the front definitely no. And I do recommend just splurge. I don't care. Put a credit card. Use your stimulus paycheck. Either buy an air compressor with an impact gun. Remember, mine was stolen and I never bought another one. Or just buy a rechargeable impact. Probably a 3/8 ratchet, like a long extension ratchet. That's probably what you would use for this. Because the whole time, part of the reason why it took so long is just like you're just like the whole time you're just doing that, you know. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then just want to let you know that it comes from the factory with the dampening at 5 clicks from 0. So just to let you guys know, so it's preset to 5 clicks, and I did test that before. So we're probably gonna go for a test drive just to make sure there's no rattles or anything, and then I'll lower that front. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy the video, and thank you, Sota, for helping me out. And then what do they need to do, Elliot?
Press the like button and subscribe.
Yeah, that's right. Love you guys.
I'll
Take
see ya.
care.